I like sharing things about what life is like for us behind the curtain, under the hood.
We're just like this, like just what you see is what you get.
It's a bit messy, and I don't think a lot of people who are building and growing they try to put this like perfect little presentation out on Instagram and this highlight reel. We try not to do that.
If you're wondering what it's like to be us, if you're a busy business owner with kids and married and trying to get some workouts in throughout the week, that's what it's like. There's too much going on for us to be any other way.
Welcome to the 7-Figure Salon podcast with Rachel and Drew. I'm Drew.
I'm Rachel.
Welcome to the show. So I wanted to do more of a freestyle flow podcast, and Rachel is panicking because she has no idea where we're going to take this. I could take this anywhere. We can talk about anything, anytime, any day. So really, what I would like to do, I like sharing things about what life is like for us behind the curtain, under the hood. You know, what is it really like for you and I with all of our kids, all of our employees, all of our companies? Because I find it, people might, we're doing some pretty big stuff in the salon space, and we got some big events coming up, some really cool stuff coming up. But like, what is it, how would you describe us really behind the scenes?
We're just like this, like just what you see is what you get. Honestly, like it's just, there's too much going on for us to be any other way. So definitely not here to impress anyone, that's for sure. So we're just us. I don't know how else to explain it. And if you know us, you know that. If you've been around us, you know that. Our team knows that. Our clients, our employees, our family. There's just literally, there's always something happening. There's always something crazy, something wild.
Something going on in your head.
Somebody
there.
steps in dog poop right at the wrong freaking time. Or just, you got 4 kids. Like something is bound to go wrong, And
it does.
Yes,
all
it does.
the time. What was the most recent thing that's gone wrong?
I don't...
At the house.
At the house.
At the house.
I don't know what you're
Lewis.
Oh, God. Okay,
Lewis,
so Drew got 2 tickets recently, has an impeccable record, which y'all know if you've seen our other reel that we posted a few months back.
Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, not anymore. So he has 2 tickets.
Criminal.
So yeah, he's a criminal now. So the reason he got 2 tickets is for failing to contain our dogs. Well, here's the thing. We did contain our dogs. We contained them. They were in their big, amazing dog run area. Has 2 gates completely shut. Well, Charlie, the Great Dane, opens the gate. Lewis, the little piglet French bulldog, runs off, and they are running about the neighborhood. Now, if you live in our neighborhood and you're listening to this,
sorry.
I'm so sorry, because we're the talk of the neighborhood on the Facebook page. There's pictures of our dogs all the time. Is this someone's dog? People don't even ask anymore. I think they just bring them to our house because they know. They just bring them to our property, and they just know that those 2 morons belong to us. And so, anyways, Lewis got out, and I of course, this is happening. Like, I think Tracy and her
we have
her
calls
fiance.
coming up. Yeah, we have
like there's no like room for error usually in our calendar.
We have a shadow day.
We had a shadow day. Yep. Tracy and her fiance were here. And of course, we get a call from animal control that our dogs are being taken to the shelter because we couldn't. They're like, if you're not home in 15 minutes, we're taking your dogs to the shelter. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, nobody can be in our neighborhood in 15 minutes. Everyone has acreage. It takes 15 minutes just to get down the main road.
Nobody can be anywhere in 15 minutes.
Nobody in our area can be anywhere in 15 minutes. And so they took our dogs. Well, and of course, I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't want our dogs to get put down. I don't know what's going on. And so Drew has to go pick up the 2 criminals from doggy jail, and they end up giving him 2 tickets. And now he has to go to court for 2 non-containing dog tickets.
I'm going to get scolded.
Yeah. And, so stupid. So that's just like, if you're wondering what it's like to be us, if you're a busy business owner with kids and married and trying to get some workouts in throughout the week, that's what it's like. You have dogs. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's just one like normal weekly occurrence, I'd say. So we actually have to go, I didn't pick them up, so I didn't get the
can
ticket.
you pick the dogs up?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was going to get a ticket.
If I don't handle it,
I wasn't leaving Tracy. Sorry. But
you're with clients, so that's important.
Yeah, but that's just part of it. Another part of it is like just making sure that we have the fridge stocked, because there are like the baby, especially Hendrix.
He's just eating.
He's
everything.
like a bodybuilder. I don't know where he puts it. I really don't. He pounds like 5 or 6 bottles like throughout the night, and I don't know where he's putting it. So yeah, we have to make sure, like last night, I think it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I realized, oh, he drank 2 whole containers of oat milk and almond milk throughout the day. So I didn't, I had to Instacart more milk to the house overnight, and so it got delivered on the porch. That way he had what he needed. But a lot of our life is also using technology, using Instacart, using DoorDash, using Amazon Prime, pre-scheduling things in advance, like whatever we can do to protect our time and not have to go do everything.
Yeah, we even have help at the house. Got a nanny, and she's a part of our family, and
love her.
Without her, it would.
Our life would go to complete shit.
Yeah.
I would say our life would be in shambles.
It would.
She's great. She helps us out so much. Her name's Adit, so she's amazing, and she's been with us for a couple years.
Shout out to Adit. She won't listen to this podcast, but
I hope she does.
you think she does? You think she would?
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. But anyway, she's amazing. So it's like, don't be afraid to ask for help, and it's just, it allows us to get things done way faster just by having like a support system. And I just wanted to kind of clear the air. If you guys think we're like doing everything by ourselves, is not true. And anybody who you might admire in the industry or in the world is definitely not doing it by themselves.
And it's a bit messy. And I don't think a lot of people who are building and growing they try to put this like perfect little presentation out on Instagram and in this highlight reel. We're not, we try not to do that. We want to be open and honest. And I think the main thing is when I got advice from mentors and I got to see that they're no different than me. Like they're just regular people. And that was a relief for me, because I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's really what we want. I guess we're trying to communicate in this episode is you can do whatever you want to do. It's not going to be perfect. It can be messy if you got kids, if you're a new parent, if you got dogs that are running away and you're getting tickets. And he also just got sprayed by a skunk yesterday. So I'm
disappointed in Lewis. I really am. He's a disaster.
I had left the house, and where was I at? I went to go get breakfast. I went to go eat breakfast at my favorite little breakfast spot, and I'm sitting there and waiting, and I'm like, it smells like a skunk in here.
It was you.
And then I'm looking like, what is? And then I go to another place. I'm like, skunk smells everywhere today. I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm smelling my shirt. I'm trying to figure out where it's going at. I smell the palm of my hand. Ugh. It smells like a skunk because I pet his head.
Oh, and you have a silicone wedding ring, so I'm sure it's like absorbed into your wedding ring.
Yeah, well, you can wash these. But my hands smell like a skunk the whole day. And
so embarrassing.
From Lewis.
And you know what he did? He went like this to me. I was like, I'm not smelling. What is wrong with you? But I just we want to just be us, because that's number one. It's the easiest way to be. It's like,
because there's not another version of this.
Yeah. If you have to make 1,000,001 decisions every week, the last thing that you need to try to do is sit here and try to impress people or try to be someone that you're not. So if you're just you, unapologetically you, now that's not a free pass to go be a jerk to everyone. Be a good human, please. But definitely, I think all of our team, our employees, everyone we know, they know we are giving max effort and putting our heart into everything that we're doing. And if we say something, we ask something of someone, we have to critique someone on something, it's all because we care so much about what we're doing and what we're creating. And it just allows us to be clear, because being clear is just the easiest way to be. As you have more responsibility on your plate, you don't have time to beat around the bush. You don't have time to, butter people up before you have to say what you need to say. Just, most times if I need to say something or something, it's because I want this to be really great, or because I care about you, because I want this project to crush. I want to talk about this. And I always say what the intent is most times, at least in business. Sorry, Drew. Most times into what I'm talking about. And then I have to try and try my best to talk about that in our personal relationships too.
You like to present me with riddles.
Riddles.
Like, what's going on? It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out.
No, I don't say I don't know. I usually tell you.
I pull out my compass and
yeah.
Like what's going on? But when you're out there, just be yourself. I think a lot of what me and Rachel try to do with our content and our marketing is just be us. Like we want our dynamic and our thing to come through what we're doing, because there's not another version of this that exists in the world. And same with you. You're the only version of you. So be you. Be authentically you. Be a good person, like Rachel was saying. But you don't have to fit into any other mold. Be your own, and that's how you'll stand out.
Our daughter, who's 12, Kenzie, she actually said something last night because it's just so loud in the car all the time, like driving to dance and football and jiu-jitsu and church, and baby's now, another sound source in the back. And it's blah, blah, blah. But Kenzie said, I'm not weird, I'm unique. And then Drew goes, that's what weird people say. But, it's like embrace your weirdness, and then just be you. That's really the, if you don't do anything, if you don't take anything else from this podcast, just be yourself. And I think it's just so much easier that way. Like, it's less painful to do life and business if you're just yourself. And obviously, you yourself should be growing on a regular basis, listening to podcasts, reading books, going to events, coming to masterminds, like surrounding yourself with people that you're inspired by, that you don't want to be just like them, but you like what they got going on. And like, there's something there, something that can be learned, and something that you could integrate in your life in some way. And I think that's honestly the extent of really the thought whenever Drew and I are drawn to someone or something or some event. It's more so like that's interesting to us. Like, let's go explore that. Let's go check that out. Let's go to that event. Like, what do we have to lose? Nothing, Yeah. And usually what we end up expecting to get is completely different than what we end up getting. And what we end up getting is so much greater and so much better. And more times than not, we end up, like, we're actually going to Dallas next week. And then we're going to, where are we going after that? Denver, I think. So like, when we go out of town, that's actually when we have like our best ideas. And really we don't, when we leave town or we go somewhere, unless we're putting on the event, we don't really have like a tight timeline. Like, we're kind of flexible with it because, we want to have time to explore and have time to connect as a couple, and to be able to just kind of all those tabs that are open in your mind as a business owner, you can kind of start closing down those tabs. And the best way for me to truly access who I am is to leave town. At this point, that's the best way for me to, I get very energized when we leave town. Yeah. So
cool. Want to leave you with a quick one today. We just kind of winged this episode and wanted to talk about was just on our heart, on our mind, and hope it was valuable. We'll see you at the next episode. Thanks for listening.